News Channel 27 is ABC.
Tonight on Politically Incorrect, from the Jeff Foxworthy Show, Jeff Foxworthy. America's sweetheart, Valerie Bertinelli. From TV Nation, Michael Moore. And manners expert, Letitia Balridge. And now, the star of Politically Incorrect, Bill Maher.
Thank you, folks. Hey, thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, the big story today is the jury down in Florida, did you see this, ruled against the people who were suing R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company. They're a family of a 3-pack-a-day smoker was trying to get compensation from R.J. Reynolds, and the jury said, tough luck, no money. And to add insult to injury, this family was just 16 Raleigh coupons away from a sailboat. Not really funny either. The other big trial, of course, the Oklahoma City bombing trial, and yesterday, very dramatic testimony from Tim McVeigh's sister, and damaging testimony. She testified that just a few months before the bombing, he had told her that he was going to go from the propaganda stage to the action stage. And she said she didn't pay much attention because she was just very happy that he was out of the Liza Minnelli stage. And well, you know where our president is? He is in Mexico. He is in Mexico, and he was joined yesterday by 2 members of his cabinet, prominent members, Madeleine Albright and Janet Reno are down there in Mexico with him. Actually, when you think about it, they're very good traveling companions for him, because one is real good at haggling, and the other one can get him chicks. And I'm sure I shouldn't have said that. I say that often here. Now, Marcia Clark's book is out this week. Are you excited about that? Yes. Wow. She some very, very explosive stuff. She calls Judge Ito a dunderhead. And in the book, she does. And she calls Johnny Cochran a hypocritical, two-faced bastard. Which probably does not sting as much as she wanted, because that's what it says on his business card. And finally, tonight on ABC, did you see it? It was 3D night. This network will try anything at this point. It's 3D night. It was amazing. It seemed like the actors were right there in your living room. And by the way, if one of the actors who seemed like he was right there in the living room was Robert Downey Jr., that wasn't the 3D. Anyway, thanks for coming. It's all been satirized for your protection. Welcome to the show. Let us meet our panel. First, Ann Landers calls her the premier authority on manners in America. Her new book is More Than Manners. Letitia Balridge. Yes, our friend. Hey.
Can I have a hand?
Always great to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, baby, is that...
I love you.
Is that bad manners to call you that?
Oh,
Thank
it makes
you
me
very much.
feel very flattered, very cherished.
Well, the feeling is mutual of Omaha.
And by the way, you were very rude about Madeleine Albright. And
The star of Roger and Me and the... and the best-selling author of Downsize This. Where I have a copy of that in case you want to see what it looks like in the bookstore. Michael Moore, yes. They love you.
You were very rude.
Get out of here. He is a comedian, author, and star of a self-titled sitcom on another network, Jeff Foxworthy. Wow. Hey, you big star. Thank you for being here. And finally, the star of One Day at a Time. She grew up in front of our eyes and married a guitar player. Valerie Bertinelli. Wow, it's right up here. Hey, baby. Okay, thank you very much. And was I really rude to Madeleine Albright? We were just joking.
Well, she wasn't here. She would have been tough on you if she'd been here.
Really? Well, wait till you hear what I have to say about Jerry Springer.
Oh.
Because he has been much in the news. He made his checker speech last night, if you saw it. I don't know if you've been following the controversy, but he has been asked to, and has joined the local news team in Chicago to do editorials. And because of that, their local news woman quit because she said he is, and you know, I know Jerry. Jerry's been on the show. He's a lovely guy, but I mean, his show, please, this man is...
At nighttime on the news. You know, it's one thing to have it on daytime, but to have him come on with the news at night on Chicago.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible to have it on the 6 o'clock news where they have stories about horses mating with cows and, you know, the five-part series NBC is running now on the Mars Invaders that just happens to correspond with the Robin Cook mini-series that's on this week. I like how these anchors are going to take a stand for, you know, journalism here.
Well, somebody has to.
You know?
So that,
I still think she's brave. I think it's
You
good.
think
And
she's
it's more
right.
than Jerry Springer. I read something where she was just really fed up with the whole thing.
oh.
Not just Jerry. It wasn't blamed just on
So you
him.
think this is a ploy on her part?
Well, then
Not a ploy.
Oh.
No, not at all. I think she really was fed up and said, I'm not going to do this. This is not right.
She is setting, I mean, it's one thing to be Edward R. Murrow and set yourself up apart from Jerry Springer, who is, I mean, some of the shows he's done recently, women with watermelon breasts.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not kidding.
That's right.
It was
That's
a
right.
good show, Bill.
My brother is a pimp. My brother is my sister. These are I mean, this man is...
He shouldn't be on the evening news.
Well, he's
He
not
shouldn't
doing...
be on the daytime news either.
Daytime
But
news.
He shouldn't be on, but, I mean... But when you compare it to the local news, as you were sort of alluding to, is this any place where you sort of separate yourself and say, oh, Jerry Springer, lower than a pregnant snail, but me on the local...
Well, I mean, in L.A., we have Storm Watch 97, you know, on the local news, which any other place in the country is called rain.
Yeah. Isn't it also interesting that the national news, which really reports on very important things that are going on in the world, the president and what's going on overseas and so forth, and the economy, gets 22 minutes a night. But we have 2 hours of local news bull. Doesn't that say something about how narcissistic we are?
this is cheap to put on, isn't it?
Yeah, but the
The
public
news is cheaper
wants
than
it.
buying anything in syndication. No? Okay, I'll shut up.
No,
No, that's right. That is
no,
right.
but I'm
That's where they
talking
make their
about the
money.
national news, you know.
Yeah, I'm
Peter-
talking about the 2 hours of local news that we have to do. Local stations put on the local news because it's less expensive than buying all this syndication.
But it's also what people want to watch. They want to see
I
where
don't
they
wanna-
drove by.
Well,
That's
but,
right.
No.
but obviously
Yes,
people
I
also
think so.
want to watch the watermelon breast episodes,
They
too.
can switch to another
wouldn't
channel.
be on- well,
The national news should be watched by all of us. But if we're not interested, we're not... Ask how many Americans know the names of the Labor Secretary.
He's on tomorrow night.
On your show?
Yes, this show.
Boy. You want to talk about rude. Yes, on our show. Robert Reich is on our show tomorrow night. Actually, he's the ex-labor. He was, just quit. He had enough of you.
That's right.
So, Letitia, who is the new labor secretary?
Yeah, right. Who's the new one? All right. See, we'll think of that answer. We'll be right back.
Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher, brought to you by Toyota.
It is a basic desire of people everywhere to want to do their jobs better, to design better homes, make a better life, even build a better car. The new Camry. Over 6,500 American workers. Hundreds of improvements. It's been called the best car built in America. Only now it's even quieter, smoother, more comfortable. The new Camry. Better than ever.
Today, you could be almost anywhere in the world, and you could buy almost anything without cash, without a check. Because today, there are better ways to pay. Credit cards, debit cards, and smart cards from MasterCard. MasterCard, the future of money. There could be big money in your future. Look for this image in next week's People magazine. You could win $100,000.
Roll Gold Crispies. Легкие и хрустят. Не твердые. Bruskies?
Introducing Crispies, new from Rolled Gold.
Wednesday, her Jeep Grand Cherokee crashed through a wall. Critics say the gas pedal is where you'd expect the brake to be.
Put your foot on the brake? That is a little bit off to the left there, isn't it?
Could this happen to you? A primetime investigation, ABC Wednesday.
Hello, I'm Mary Major, and these are real people, not actors, who are taking advantage of PRN's exceptional psychics.
It was excellent. I'm shocked.
All I told her was my name and my birth date. That's it. And she told me everything else, and she made me a believer.
He was like, well, it could be mother-to-be. And I said, well, I am pregnant.
She told you things that nobody would know about you unless they knew you personally.
Exactly. I felt like she was just right with me and knew my life as soon as I picked up the phone.
It was nice. We laughed and everything. She made you feel comfortable. And it was just great. It was nice.
They told me everything about my life, every step that I'm going to take, and I didn't even tell them anything, just my name, my birthday. You know, she's just telling me everything from there.
Looks like you guys found the right people. For one, someone's found the right people.
Psychic Readers Network offers you 10 free minutes right now. Call now and let us welcome you with 10 minutes free.
Call 1-800-806-0332.
If you're planning to be in the Los Angeles area and would like free tickets to Politically Incorrect, call 213-852-2655.
Okay, now we were talking about the Labor Secretary, who is Alexis Herman. Okay, so
yes,
we got that straight.
For me to not come up with a woman's name is really bad.
What's that?
For me to not come up with a woman's cabinet officer.
You were nervous. That's okay. But
she also had a tough time being confirmed.
She did, but you know what? It's made up for the fact that she is...
I have no idea who this person is.
Right. Nobody does. Anyway, she is inheriting a terrific job because the economy has never been better. They just made a budget deal, and the reason they did it is because they had this incredible surplus. The deficit is closing because there's so much money out there. Unemployment is a 24-year low. There's 1 million new jobs. Most of them are, of course, special prosecutors, but doesn't matter. The growth rate is 5.6%. That is astronomical. The stock market is soaring. Now, Mike, your book is called Downsize This, but why can't you just admit that downsizing worked? This economy is going great.
Well, it's not. All those statistics are lies. The people here know the truth. And
they're not lies.
Yeah, they are lies, because here's the reality for the average American these days. They're working longer hours for less benefits. Yes. How many have had to go into HMOs, which stands for hand the money over, right? I mean, you know, this is the truth. Last year, there was an 8% rise in downsizing over the year before that. Mm-hmm. You've got the richest 1% now controlling 40% of all the stock, of all the wealth in this country. You've got a widening gap between rich and poor, and you have the middle class being eliminated. And that is not healthy in a society.
This economy is doing great. 5-10 years ago, they talked about how Japan was kicking our ass, remember? And they were the flexible economy. But now that's us. I mean,
but not necessarily, because Michael has a point. I mean, it is so difficult to buy a house these days if you don't have a lot of money. I mean, the price of a home in California is ridiculous. Really ridiculous.
I I agree with him 100%. I know lots of people in the middle income levels who've been out of jobs, have taken jobs much beneath their qualifications. And as far as the Japanese are concerned, you realize they're copying us now, it's true. But do you realize they're copying our lack of loyalty to the corporation, that they're copying our never giving anybody a guarantee of a job so that the whole family knows they're going to have food on the table during their whole working career? There's a lot of bad stuff that we don't have any corporate loyalty. Everyone changes jobs every minute.
But that's why we are a lean, mean fighting machine out there
Oh,
now.
would that it were
I mean, these are not
the Federal Reserve.
These are not lies.
Yes,
these
they are.
Oh,
No,
please. You're saying the government is lying, is actually putting out false statistics.
The government lie? No.
Here's what that 5% number means. It means that somebody who used to be an IBM manager is now working at Taco Bell. So it shows up as, well, he's employed. But he's earning half of what he used to earn. These numbers, I don't think really speak to the, it's $4.75 and it's going up eventually to about $5.50. And that is, I mean, that is what? It's $200 a week. It's $200 a week. The average price of a car is $25,000. You know, the Federal Reserve just conducted this poll. Let me tell you about this. The Federal Reserve just conducted this poll, and it asked people, do you feel secure in your job? Do you think your job will be here 5 years from now? The number of people that were insecure about keeping their jobs has doubled since 1991. At the same time, the so-called economic recovery is happening.
People are always insecure about keeping their job. Jeff,
That's
I'm sure
not true.
you are.
And I used to work at IBM, and now I'm out of work. So
you worked at IBM, you worked at ABC, you work at NBC. Now. There is insecurity. That's part of life. You know, everybody can be canceled in a second. That's what keeps you on your toes. Is that a horrible thing?
That's not true, Bill. The American dream used to be that if you worked hard and your company prospered, you prospered. Right. Now it's you work hard, the company prospers, and you lose your job.
The companies...
That's what happens.
But there are a few companies out there that let their employees take in, like, doesn't Starbucks, like, aren't they, like, giving, like, portions of... Okay, help me.
Well, you know, you have these...
we have some companies out there sharing the wealth with their employees.
You have so-called progressive companies like Starbucks or Nike or whatever, but you've got Nike using, 14-year-olds in Indonesia to make shoes for them. You've got Starbucks, companies like Starbucks and Microsoft, AT&T, they use prison labor. They actually are using prisoners to package software to do all... Well, it's in the newspaper. The same place where I read about the Secretary of Labor.
I tell you what I know. The only thing I know is you can get a better deal on a house. You do like my relatives. You buy one in Alabama and just drive it out here.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
What's it take to build the perfect athlete? Not Metrax. It takes the real RX, Twin Lab RX Fuel. It has 16 essential nutrients, higher protein, and it isn't just low fat, it's no fat. Build the athlete of your dreams. Feed the machine with bio-designed Twin Lab RX Fuel at GNC and other fine health food stores.
We have triplets.
Boy, did we need Dutch Boy.
With them,
Hey, stop that.
we couldn't take a chance with some ordinary paint.
No way.
So we got Dutch Boy low-odor kids' room paint.
It's tougher. Much tougher.
You can scrub it and the paint won't come off.
We scrub it a lot.
We even use the new furniture and trim paint.
If only we could paint the rugs, curtains, and bedspreads with it.
They make a paint for that?
Give your home the lasting look.
Boy, did we need Dutch Boy.
Prepare for the movie event that will leave you breathless.
Go ahead. I've kissed you before.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. ABC Sunday.
Hello, I'm Mary Major, and these are real people, not actors, who are taking advantage of PRN's exceptional psychics.
It was excellent. I'm shocked.
All I told her was my name and my birth date. That's it. And she told me everything else, and she made me a believer.
He was like, well, it could be mother to be. And I said, well, I am pregnant.
She told you things that nobody would know about you unless they knew you personally.
Exactly. I felt like she was just right with me and knew my life as soon as I picked up the phone.
It was nice. We laughed and everything. She made you feel comfortable, and it was just great. It was nice.
They told me everything about my life, every step that I'm going to take, and I didn't even tell them anything, just my name, my birthday. You know, she's just telling me everything from there.
Looks like you guys found the right people. For one, someone's found the right people.
Psychic Readers Network offers you 10 free minutes right now. Call now and let us welcome you with 10 minutes free.
Call 1-800-806-0332.
Today, it takes big bucks to get through college. But one of the fastest ways through college is with the Army National Guard. You can serve in the Guard and complete 4 years of college at the same time. You'll get the Montgomery GI Bill, an extra paycheck, training, and adventure. Serve 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. If you want to get through college quickly, call 1-800-GO-GUARD.
Army National Guard, you can.
Okay, one of the big stories this week was that the FBI turned in their report, sort of, on the horrible TWA crash. And they said, basically, it wasn't a terrorist attack. It was catastrophic mechanical failure.
Lies. Lies again. Lies.
Well, wait a second. I saw on the news.
No, I believe this report.
I saw on the news. Oh, you do?
Yes.
Okay. I saw on the news, and one of the relatives of the victims, who, of course, our hearts go out to, said, well, at least now we know who to go after. Which really bothered me, because it seems like in a different age, I think, people would just sometimes accept tragedy. I mean, we send
Well,
up...
you grieve and you go on, but you don't go for the
But the
money.
lawyers
Go
are
for the
there.
money. It seems like the final stage of
And
grieving
it really
is a lawsuit.
horrendously sad what they're going through. I mean, I can't even begin to fathom finding out all of a sudden your loved one, boom, blown up in the sky. That's horrendous. But then to go, okay, who can I sue?
Right.
And this was just a rumor anyway.
What
The
do you mean?
catastrophic. Other people have denied that it was a catastrophic.
Well, don't you? I think maybe you assume some type of a game of chance when you go up in riveted metal up 38,000
I still don't understand how it gets there.
I mean,
But you're entitled to a certain sense of security with an airline that hires enough people to make sure that the bolts are fastened on right and the things are being checked.
But, Mike,
you take an airline like TWA that has gone through bankruptcy. I mean, do you fly those value jet type airlines? I mean, do you book yourself on
TWA is
those?
not one of those airlines.
Well, it is. I mean, they are working with less people. They've gone through bankruptcy. Anybody who's gone through that, I think that I'm a little nervous about getting on those kinds of planes.
But, I mean, we send up thousands of planes every day. Isn't it just part of fate that one of them is just going to fall out of
Aren't
the
you more
sky?
likely to get struck by lightning?
Way more likely.
Yeah.
And who are you going to sue? God? You know?
But if a company made a mistake, if a
Well,
fuel rod was left in a tank that shouldn't be there,
absolutely.
Then in our system of justice, the families who've lost loved ones deserve some sense of justice here. They deserve.
But they haven't found any of that
They'll
evidence.
never have them back. That's right. But so money will never make up for a human life. But it will teach the company a lesson.
But it
that
seems
you
like
better
money
take care of these
is the
machines.
thing. You know, there's a story that's part
I
of
don't
this.
think they'll ever learn a lesson, by the way.
And
It doesn't matter how much money they
the
give out.
individual that's responsible for that, the people that are going to pay for that ultimately are the future passengers from these multi-million-dollar
Yep.
lawsuits, and the price has to go somewhere, and where it goes is inflated ticket prices down the road.
We all end up paying for it.
Do you know that there is, I wanted to ask you, this is an etiquette question, but there is one of the passengers on the plane, and this is tragic, was going over to give an engagement ring to someone in Paris. And he went down, and now the families they recovered the
the
ring. They found the ring, and they're
which
fighting
is
over it.
Fantastic to recover that ring.
Yes, she should get it.
Fantastic.
Hello?
Of course she should get it.
It's hers.
Well, it wasn't hers. He was about to give it to her. She says nobody else knew about this engagement, but he had it in his pocket.
Who was he going to give it to?
Yeah,
I mean,
But
since
she
he
knew
never...
about it. She knew it was coming. He had described it to her.
Oh, that's so cruel.
So
And
you-
for his family to say it belongs to them is just unconscionable. If it had been a family heirloom, she should have given it to the family out of marvelous decency and grace. But it wasn't. It was a brand new ring he just bought before he took the flight.
So the proper etiquette when you're on a plane that blows up is that it goes... I'm just asking. Okay. All right, we have to take a break. We'll be right back.
Yep, it's still a Volvo. The new S70 from Volvo.
The Pentium processor with Intel MMX technology plus a video phone lets you meet face-to-face on your PC.
Hi, Donna.
Hi. What an incredible view.
Oh, this. It's home.
It's 3D Wednesday, so go to Wendy's for your glasses and watch an all-new Drew to see Mimi's head explode in 3D.
Then, last week, 42 million watched Ellen Tell America. That was easy. Now she's telling her parents.
What do you think of gay people?
Well, I loved Dustin Hoffman and Tootsie.
It's 3D Lightful Wednesday.
I can't believe it. She knew all about me, and all I told her was my name and my birth date.
It was amazing. She saw me back in school, and I just sent for a training course.
She told me that I had got a promotion on my job, and that's true.
And the sample reading is free.
One of the most incredible things that she asked me was if I had a fear of water, and it's true.
It's like they've known you your whole life.
I just planned a trip to Europe this summer. This is really true. She said I'd meet a tall Mediterranean man.
I asked my psychic about children in my future, and she saw 2, possibly twins.
When I asked my psychic about the relationship I'm in now, she said not only will it last, but it's going to a higher level.
Get your free 10 minutes now from Psychic Readers Network. Get the free time you need. Call now for 10 minutes free.
PRN has the best psychics.
You get a great reading, and it's free. Why do you think I let you call from my house?
Get your 10 minutes free. Call now.
1-800-613-5210.
Your house, a house with potential problem areas, like up here in the bathroom, or here in the kitchen sink, drain problems, where water runs too slow or worse, backs up, down here too in the laundry. Even outside where tree roots reach down and clog, that's a lot of drain problems, all solved by one person, your Roto-Rooter man. Roto-Rooter cuts through, cleans out, and gets things running smoothly again.
Away go troubles down the drain.
Roto-Rooter.
Okay, tomorrow we're going to have Sharon Lawrence, Robert Reich, former Labor Secretary, Larry Gelbart, and Ann Coulter. Now, speaking about airlines, there was a big article the other day in the paper saying rudeness has increased so much on airplanes, and I'm wondering whether
Tell
that's...
me about it.
They drink too much. That's the problem.
Who does?
The passengers.
You think that's what
Oh,
it
they
is?
keep, throwing the alcohol to them, yeah.
And
Yeah,
they
that's the whole
and they
problem.
make passes at the flight attendants. But also, you don't have to
They
be...
make passes at the flight attendants?
Sure they do, and they drink too much. You bet they do.
Really?
You bet they do. It's worse than an Italian streetcar. What those flight attendants...
What's that like?
Well,
What's that like?
I used to live in Italy.
But it used to be a big deal to fly. Guys would wear suits, women would wear dresses. Now they're having to make people put shoes on to get on the plane, you know? It's
right. No shoes, no shirt, no flight. That's very...
No, the point is the people who are abusive on land, they are abusive in the air.
Anywhere.
The people who make who are terrible to waiters in restaurants, who are terrible to
Anybody
taxi
in the service
drivers,
industry.
anybody in the service industry. They are worse in an airplane, often because...
You're watching ABC.
News Channel 27 is ABC.
The following is a paid presentation of New Lauderdale.
Yes, you put a ring